Hi guys, it's Chessa with Checker. Welcome to our What's New Live. This week I have so many samples to show you that it's just like a trunk show, just virtual. I hope you enjoy. Just like you, quilt shops from all over the world depend on Checker to stay up to date with their newest fabrics and notions and much more. So I'll be showing you just a few of the over 125,000 items that we have at checkerdisc.com. It's always fun to see where you're watching from, so make sure you leave a comment with your shop name and location, and maybe you'll get a shout out. Checker has many ways for you to see what's new in the world of quilting. For starters, we send a bi-weekly email every Monday, or every other Monday, bi-weekly every other Monday, with just the newest items added in the previous 2 weeks. You can also use the drop-down filter on our website to sort newest to oldest. And of course, we are always posting about new products on social media, so make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, Pinterest, and subscribe to YouTube. Don't forget about our Q&A at the end. Our buyers are standing by to answer any questions you may have. And a lot of times the vendors are even standing by and they can answer your questions directly. If you need to step away to tend to your store, don't worry, because this video stays on Facebook and you can come back and watch it at your convenience. Maria DeGroot, our creative grid specialist, will be showing the newest creative grids ruler, so make sure you stay tuned for that. You will see her periodically throughout today's episode because of all the giant, awesome quilts I have to show you. It's kind of a two-person gig. So let's see who's watching today. Tony from So Blessed in Georgia, Kirsta from All About Quilting, Teresa from Mountain Creek Quilt Shop, Deb from Artfully Quilted Design online store, it's an online store, and Valley Quilts from Ohio. Thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. So let's jump in with some books and then I'll get to the beautiful trunk show. First up, we have Landauer. 180 patchwork quilt blocks, experimenting with colors, shapes, styles, and piece new and traditional patterns. These patchwork blocks incorporate Japanese design elements, colorways, and characteristics. There's a range of themes, subjects, and designs from expressive animals and geometric shapes to modern florals, traditional block designs, and so much more. There are step-by-step tutorials on basic sewing techniques and drawing different block shapes, tips and tricks, and how to sew patchwork coasters, pouches, quilts, and mini bags. There's a lot in this 180 patchwork quilt blocks book. Next, we have Log Cabin Improv. These are quilts with a twist on tradition. This one is also from Landauer, and it is for quilters seeking to have some fun with improv quilting, and just you might not be sure how to approach the technique. It's just a must-have guide. It offers sought-after structure using a very familiar quilt block, your log cabin. With the log cabin quilt block structure, you can explore a variety of possibilities. You can explore a variety of possibilities while still ending up with a quilt that beautifully goes together. I'm always so confident that I can say it right and then I mess it up. That was Log Cabin Improv. From C&T Publishing is the Bright and Cheery Jump Into Cross Stitch book for beginners. In this book, you're going to learn everything you need to get started. Then you're going to dive into 6 fun projects. Oh, look at the cats, they're so cute. There are 6 projects to practice your new skills. Popular cross-stitch designer Sally Wilson will inspire you with creative motifs and handmade gifts you'll want to display everywhere around the house. Jump into cross stitch. lastly for my books today is Table-tastic 3 from Antler Quilt Designs. This is the third and final of a trio of table runners and topper books. There are 20 new table runners and toppers, 14 of which are table runners and 6 are toppers. Each project is shown in 2 colorways. So this is great for using up your pre-cuts and your scraps, or even to use some 10-inch squares, 2.5-inch, 5-inch, your fat 8s, fat quarters. You can use just about anything. The full color book also comes with this great metal spiral binding, so it'll lay nice and flat when you use it. Table-tastic 3, this is Doug Lako of Antler Quilt Designs. The first model I have to show you today is from Kimber Bell. This is their Sweet as Pie bench pillow, and it is just a feast for the eyes. You can create pie filling with fabric and iron-on vinyl. Then you can top it with a lattice crust. The silver embroidery leather adds a metallic shine to the pie tins, as you can see here, while Flexi Foam gives puffy dimensions to dollops of cream. With interchangeable ribbons, a cork rolling pin, and so much more. Don't forget, this is not only just available as a pattern, it is also available as a kit from Maywood, so make sure you check them both out, and we also linked the embellishment kit to our link today on all the items. Thank you. On one side of me, this is the pumpkin patch pattern from Cotton Street Commons. This is brand new, and it is a super fun Halloween quilt, or it could just be a fall quilt, and it is fat quarter friendly, so it would work great with all sorts of fabrics. As you can see, you are using pretty big chunks. Your middles are great for a good feature fabric. It finishes at 62 by 74 inches, and I wish you guys could see up close because the quilting they used on this is just stunning. You have spider webs and spiders and stars, and it just, oh, and there's the moons. It just goes very well with the theme. So again, that was Pumpkin Patch from Cotton Street Commons. Another great fall themed pattern is My Crow Garden. This is from Laugh Yourself into Stitches. Sorry. So this pumpkin patch is just ripe and ready for harvest. The crows have the first pick, and you can see the checkerboard pumpkins in just the star centers. Just give a lot of texture in this quilt, and then you have your nice bright green leaves that just pop from your background. It's very pretty. Thank you. And to keep with the theme of fall, next up is Bounty. This is from Granny's Legacy Patterns. It is a gorgeous project to add to your Thanksgiving table or your home decor. You can see it's embellished with beaded bittersweet vine. Now we're going to switch gears and go more Christmas, wintry. So this one has your traditional Christmas colors, your classic poinsettias. There's a touch of whimsy to it. Holly Jolly is the perfect holiday project, and it's sized just perfect for optional displays on a distressed oval tray. This is another great one from Granny's Legacy Patterns. Thank you. So next up is a nice big one. This one is also from Laugh Yourself into Stitches. We're sticking with our holiday themes here.
Well, it's that time of year.
Yeah, for all of us to start thinking about it. That was always an adjustment for me when I started here, is thinking so far in advance, because we have to get it for everybody else to get it, for customers to get it.
And they have time to make it.
And have time to make it. Well, you know, a lot of us wait last minute to try to make stuff.
That's the best.
So this is a great combination of red presents, and you got your green pine trees. They're actually Pacific Northwest trees, so they will brighten up everyone's holiday season. This is called Presents Under the Tree, if I didn't already say that. It also includes the pattern, a snapshot of the machine quilting design that is on this original quilt. So if you wanted to try to mimic something similar, you could. This one is 67 by 81 inches, and the machine quilting on it, you got some nice snowflakes and some swirls. Very pretty.
Seems heavier than just whatever dimensions you said.
I know, after holding it for a while and getting a good workout, kind of start lifting weights. As you guys probably are already aware, on our website, we have a lot of great options for 2023 calendars. I can't believe we're already thinking about 2023, but let's check out this Kaleidoscope Quilts wall calendar from C&T. So this is just a regular 12-month. It has visually stunning kaleidoscope quilt images from award-winning artist and quilt maker Paula Nadelstern. And to see the rest, you can look at the back, or you could just buy it. Next up, we have the Dritz Magnified LED Seam Ripper. This is for easier stitch removal. There's a bright LED bulb. I didn't remove the little paper to turn it on or anything. I want us to be able to show it and demo it at a later date as well. And you got your repositionable magnifier. It's not only adjustable, but it is actually removable as well. It has 3 times magnification too. Let's see if you can see. If you're watching on a little phone, probably not. But that's nice to be able to just take it off if it's kind of in your way for whatever it is that you are doing. And next we have a new tape measure display from Bohin. Has some beautiful flowery designs that are just going to brighten your day. You can't have the sunflower because that one's mine, sorry. This does have 14 pieces in a set. And now let's go piece some kites and send them soaring. This is the 6-inch vintage kite quilt block foundation paper by Lori Holt of Be My Bonnet Company. Say that 5 times fast. It is the first of her vintage block series. And this vintage block is from a past era, but stitching it with this foundation paper is a completely new experience. Let's see who else is watching today. Oh, Doug Lako was watching, so we got to see us feature his Tabletastic 3 book. Thanks for watching. Hello, Tony from So Blessed in Georgia. Hello, Patchwork Garden in New York. Enjoy from Red Pine Quilt Shop in Minnesota, as well as hello to Patty from Park Bench Quilt Shop in Michigan. We appreciate you guys tuning in today. I'm gonna move on to some raw edge applique quilt patterns that are from Laundry Basket Quilts, which if you don't know, that is Edita Sitar. So up first here we have the geraniums. And then you have sunflowers. I'm not allowed to take this, but I also want to because I love my sunflowers.
Well, you could make your own, Chessa.
Or Maria can make me one. Yeah, people don't take that too well. When you can make it yourself, they're like, why are you asking me? Because it's better when somebody else does it sometimes, you know? And then, actually, will you help me with this one? This one is Spring Wagon. So you have your super cute little wagon and your tulips. You have a little bird in here. Again, these are all from Edita Sitar of Laundry Basket Quilts. They are raw edge applique quilt patterns.
They're so soft.
So I showed you what was on this side of me. Now let's check out what's on this side of me. This is called Whirling, and this is from Sew Mariana. This uses a ribbon effect to create volume and movement, and it is made with no Y seams or paper piecing. And another great thing about it is it is pre-cut friendly. We love our pre-cuts. You could probably even use some of your scraps because some of these pieces are on the smaller side. You can use your fat quarters, your fat eighths, all of the above. And there are instructions for both a rectangular and a square layout. This one is rectangular. You really can't see all of it, but that is the version we have today. And she does note that the Creative Grid's 60-degree 8.5 triangle ruler would be very helpful for this pattern. So keep that in mind when you order this and you start to work on it. It is on the back of her instructions. Next, we have another one from Sew Mariana. This is called Overture. So this uses traditional patchwork technique. There's no templates or paper piecing, just like her other one. It looks complex, but it is actually very simple and is achieved with strip piecing, which makes it quick and easy to follow. Whew, some of these things look very scary at first. I'm like, oh, how could I do that?
Look at her little sparkle.
I didn't notice it was sparkle fabric in there.
Very cool.
That's so cute. This one also is pre-cut friendly, more fat quarter friendly, but that falls under pre-cut. So, and it's great with salads, or you could do it with prints as well, whatever your heart desires. There is also an included coloring page to help you pick your fabrics. So let's just hold it out big one more time.
We have it sideways, but that's okay. You can see more of it.
Thank you.
Very cool.
And we have one last one from Sew Mariana, and this one is, at this point, my favorite. I don't know if I'm allowed to pick, but I am.
I think that's unavoidable.
It is, but maybe I shouldn't verbalize it, but I am. So this one is just gonna twist your heart in a knot. This is called My Heart. It is inspired by a mother's love, and these modern heart blocks are made again with a ribbon effect, which, as I told you earlier, she did in this one as well. It's kind of a theme of hers, is the ribbon effect. And they are regularly pieced, again, no templates, no paper piecing, and no Y seams. And the pattern is, again, pre-cut friendly. We love those pre-cut friendly. It's beautiful.
Very pretty.
And it has a shiny thread in it. Thank you. Alright. Keep going today. I feel like it's been so long since I've seen everybody. What have you guys been up to? It's been really hot here, and then it's been really rainy, and then it's been really sunny, and just Ohio weather. So here we have something reminiscent of an antique red and green quilt. This is Plum Field Petals. This is by Susan Quilts, and it is created with her tiny Dresden plate petals. This will just steal your heart with its beauty, but its construction will have you dying to make more little Dresden plates. This model was made with freezer paper turned edge applique, but fusible or other techniques will also work. we have another cute and clever 12-step little quilt. This is perfect for a mystery or block a day, week, or month. It is called A Few of My Favorite Things. It is also from Susan Quilts. And it again includes detailed tiny Dresden plates. There are instructions for full-size reversed applique templates. Paper templates are included for tiny Dresden plates and tiny trees. But there are companion plastic templates available as well. You've probably already seen them on our website. Now, this little thing I'm about to show you, I actually saw it walking through our warehouse, and I was so disappointed in myself that I had missed the release of it. It is a decorative Dritz dress form shaped pincushion. How cute is this? I'm actually gonna go to the table so maybe you can see it a little bit easier. You can see it's a pincushion. It adds some fashionable flair to the sewing room and just around the home. You have this beautiful floral print, and it has this nice black metal stand. As you can see, I have my Gypsy Quilter Cool pins. I got some of my Gypsy Quilter ABC 123 pins. It is actually quite large. You can store a lot of your pins, and you don't have to worry about knocking them or losing your place. It's just a super pretty place to hold your pins. I just love this. And you might have saw our email a little while back, but the Super Bobs are back. These are from Superior Threads, and these bobbins are wound by high-tech machines, which provide you a very smooth and uniform wind. The results is that you get a lot more thread on your bobbin than you would with a soft wound bobbin. And so whether you're in the middle of a embroidery design or quilting a sewing project, having to stop and change your bobbin is always an inconvenience. These are just a game changer, and as you can see, the one I dumped out here, this is a kind of neutral colorway. You have your beiges and whites and a little bit darker of a brown. And then I also have this rainbow version and this kind of monotone grays and blacks. Show these up a little bit closer. So these are available in your M style, L style, and class 15 bobbin sizes, and they are polyester 60 weight. So there's more colors than this. I actually linked to all 120 or 30 some of them on the link that's in today's description. So make sure you check that out. I'm gonna try to give them to Maria without dropping all of them. Thank you. And then I'm going to make her hurry up and come back here to hold up another quilt. So this one is Pinwheel Pizzazz. This is by Quilting in the Valley. Probably just better. It's very big, so we'll just kind of half it, so it's easier for us to hold and talk about it at the same time.
Cute.
So this actually comes with the acrylic template that you need to cut the odd shaped pieces in the block. And this pattern is written for a 78 by 84 inch quilt. And you can see your little pinwheels in here. And even this kind of makes an alternating pinwheel.
And then there's also squares.
Yes.
In the background. Very cool. And look, a triangle. Ah.
How many shapes can you find?
It's like a game.
Very cute.
Very cool effect.
Thank you. Next up, this is the panel quilt. A lot of people are always looking for things to do with your panel. And now we have the answer. This is actually designed not only for your panel, but to use some of the coordinates that go with it. So you can see you have your nice panel here.
Oh, cute.
J record frisch going on here. This is a 47.5 by 64.5 inch quilt. And as you can see, you have your kind of feature companion fabrics around it, but you can always use whatever you guys want. I'm seeing a lot more patterns now that are designed around using large print fabrics, which I think is great, because sometimes when you cut that up, you don't get the same effect anymore.
You lose the flower or the design or picture or whatever's in there.
Yeah. Very nice.
Very cool.
And one more from Quilting in the Valley. I love when they send us quilts. This one is called Emerald Isle Row. This one we're actually gonna open a little bit more.
I didn't prepare properly for this. I should have been
I
practicing.
know, we should have been weightlifting. So this is, like I said, Emerald Isle Row. This is from Quilting in the Valley, and it includes instructions to make an 89 by 107 inch quilt. Now, it is a row quilt, as a lot of you can probably see already in the design. And there are directions written so that you shops can complete this as a 6-month roll of the month if you would prefer.
That's very cool.
It is.
All the different blocks, and you get to try a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for using batiks. It makes it a little lighter. And then I have one more that I'm going to show you today before Maria takes over. And it is Arabesque. I might be saying it wrong, but I'm going to own it. Arabesque.
Arabesque.
Arabesque. This is another one from Granny's Legacy. This is one of the favorites, featuring bold contrast colors and beaded embellishing, and it is sure to become a piece you will enjoy for years and be treasured as a family heirloom. Alright guys, now I'm going to hand it over to Maria, and she's going to show you some creative grids, and then actually she has something from the Gypsy Quilter as well. So don't go anywhere, but I'm going over here.
Hey everybody. It's always fun to come visit on Facebook Live days. So I am going to show you first, we came out with what we've affectionately nicknamed the Big Easy. I think it's been a couple years ago. Has it been 2 years? Maybe almost 2 years.
Probably
About which this became the largest rectangle on the market. So a couple weeks ago or a month ago, we came out with a smaller version of that same ruler. The new 12.5 by 18.5 inch rectangle ruler is the junior version of the Big Easy. And like I said, the Big Easy is the largest rectangle on the market. I think this might be the second largest, if I'm not mistaken. This is great for those of you that are sewing in smaller spaces but still like to do home deck. You like to cut your border pieces, do some cross hatching and all those different things. Just like our other rulers, it has easy to read black and white markings. The 1-inch grid has 1/4 inch and 1/8 inch marks printed right on it. You're going to use the turnaround feature to cut 1/2 inch increments simply by turning that ruler around. Now the numbers in the black circles are right side up. And if you want to cut whole inches, you're going to just turn it around again using that great feature. 1/4 inch dash lines on 2 adjoining sides aid in trimming seam allowances for things like flying geese and squares on point and triangles and all those different things. Just like the larger version, this also has 30, 45, if I can read them back. Here's the 30, the 45, and a 60-degree line coming from opposite corners. And here they intersect to form a 120-degree line. So you can do all kinds of cross-hatching, cutting diamonds and trapezoids and all those different things with this one ruler. White horizontal and vertical lines are printed down the middle and across the middle so you can see the center of the ruler, and those are super helpful when you're cutting stripes or fussy cutting pieces for your borders. Just like our other rulers, the grip allows you to slide easily over the fabric until pressure is applied, and then that grip holds the fabric in place while cutting, eliminating slipping and miscuts. Scan the QR code printed on the ruler to view a tutorial of those features. So welcome to our new CGR 1218, the junior version of our Big Easy. Debris stuck on the bottom of my mat too. All right, so our newest Gypsy Quilter tool is this wool cleaning mat. As you can see, I've been working with it. I have fuzz stuck to it as we speak. So this handy little tool, am I not? Okay.
Good now.
All right. This handy tool has got a 4.5-inch blade that is double-sided, and it's not actually a cutting blade, but the way this works, it's going to pick up lint and debris from the surface and remove it from your mat. The handle is metal, but it's coated with a non-stick surface so that it's easy to grip and easy to use. If you want to switch down to the table, no batteries required. I don't always have this much debris stuck to my wool mat, but when I'm in the heat of piecing and trimming and pressing and all of that, sometimes it does build up. If you've got a cat that roams around your room or a dog in the house, you might get pet hair or even your own hair stuck to it, and sometimes you just need a clean surface. You're simply going to drag that blade across the surface, and look at how it's picking up all of that debris. It's going to give you a fresh, clean look to the mat and get you ready for the next project. And you can see it grabs everything. You could also use this for your winter coats, for car upholstery, for your furniture in the house. I would be extremely careful with your fragile sweaters, but anything that's a little bit heavier duty, this is great for removing lint and pills and all that stuff. So if your mat needs a little freshening up, try our new wool mat cleaner. The Gypsy Quilter wool pressing mats press any piece or embroidered block with ease. The density of this high quality 100% felted wool mat localizes heat to the seams and stitches, effectively pressing both sides at once. An added bonus, the texture of the wool stops fabrics from shifting so there's no distortion when pressing. Tips and tricks for the best results: use a dry iron. When pressing an embroidered block, iron on the wrong side of the block. The wool mat will cushion the stitches and retain the texture of the embroidery design. If the mat feels damp after use, hang to air dry before storing. Wash the mat occasionally by rinsing it in cold water and hang the mat until dry. If you choose to use starch, wait to press the fabric until it's completely dry. Starch buildup can scorch the mat if not cleaned properly. Recommended surfaces for the wool mat include formica, corian, stone, and metal. An ironing board is actually ideal because of the airflow. It'll keep your mat from collecting moisture and maybe molding if you keep it too wet too long. Wood and painted surfaces should be avoided. Never place the mat on a rotary cutting mat. When pressing, the heat could warp the cutting mat all the way through this wool mat. And I think that's all I have.
I think so.
And it's really hot in here.
It is. Sasha, do we have any questions? Not any colder outside.
No questions.
No
Wow.
questions.
We explain things so good. All right then, guys. Thanks for watching. We plan on being live again on Wednesday, August 24th at 1:30, just like we normally are. So I'm going to see you guys, and maybe Maria too, in 3 weeks, same place, same time. And as always, thank you for being a Checker customer.